In this video, we're going to be talking about how to transfer the database from our local host to a live production server. We're going to talk about how to create a backup of our existing database, how to create the new database on the production server, and then how to upload our backup copy of the database to the new database that we've created. Once your website is complete and the development on your local server is finished, it's time to move this website over to a live production server. Now, in order to do this, there are a couple of things that we must do in order to make sure that our transfer goes off without a hitch. And the first thing that we need to do is back up our existing database and move it over to the new one on the new live server. So in order to get a backup copy of our current database, what we need to do is head into MAMP and open the Start page. From the Start page, we're going to go back to Tools and back into PHPMyAdmin. From here, we're going to select our Drupal database, the one that's serving as the back end of our current website. And we're going to click on the Export tab. Now, when working with MAMP, we need to click this Custom option and make sure that we have Save Output to a File selected. And then we're going to come down here and we're just going to click Go. Now what this is going to do is save an SQL file of our current database. And that's how easy it is to create a backup of our database. So now that we have the backup copy of our database, it's time to prepare the new server to accept this database. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to navigate over here to my live production server that I have. And I've gone ahead and created a subdomain on this particular account for our Drupal site. And the first thing we need to do within cPanel here is click on the MySQL Databases tab. From here, we're going to create a new database. And this new database I'm just going to call DRP, just like the last one. But note that it doesn't actually have to be the same name. And we're going to go ahead and create this database. We're then going to scroll down to our Users section, and we're going to create a user. Now personally, I like to create the username to be the same as my database name. So again, DRP. Now, for the password, you can use the password generator if you'd like, or if you have something that is secure, you can go ahead and enter it in there. I'm going to use the generator. If you're using the generator, it's always a good idea to make sure that you click Advanced Options and Numbers, as sometimes the special characters can really screw up your Drupal installation. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this, and I'm going to paste it somewhere secure. Once you've pasted it somewhere where you can refer back to it, go ahead and click I've copied this password in a safe place and use the password. You can see that we are getting a very strong notification, meaning that our password is good. So we're going to go ahead and create the user. Now once the user has been created and the database has been created, we need to link the two up. This isn't a step we had to do with MAMP because we were using the root user for our database, which has access to all of the databases. However, our new user currently doesn't have access to anything. It's just a user. So if we scroll down here to where we created our new user, we'll see Add User to Database. And from our list, we need to select the DRP database or user and the DRP database. And then we need to click Add. Here we're going to give this user all privileges for this database, and we're going to make changes. And that's it for the setup. Now we just need to upload that database file into our new database. So from cPanel, we're going to navigate into PHPMyAdmin. We're going to find our DRP database, which currently should be empty, and we're going to click the Import tab. From here, we're going to choose a file from our downloads, and we're going to select that DRP backup file. And then we're going to click Go. and we're just going to wait for MAMP to finish importing the database. Once the database has finished importing, you should see that it's successfully finished and there should be a number of queries executed. Also, to the left-hand side here, we should see that our database actually is populated with a bunch of tables. And we can also head over to the Structure tab and make sure that it is, in fact, populated with a bunch of tables. Now, that's it. Our database has been transferred. Now all our new site is waiting for are the files. In the next video, we're going to be talking about how to transfer the files that make up our website to the live production server.